what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the notes on the back. So can everybody flip to the back of your notes? Okay? So first we're going to talk about the triangle angle bisector theorem. The triangle angle bisector theorem says that if a ray bisects an angle of a triangle, y'all, then it divides the opposite sides into two segments that are proportional to the other two sides. What this is saying is, if you have an angle bisector, do y'all agree I have two angles that are the same? So it's bisected. Then the top side on the left divided by the bottom side on the left is equal to the top side on the right divided by the bottom side on the right. So I can just put a divided by equals divided by sign and set up a proportion. They are proportional. So let's look at example 3. If I have, do you agree I have an angle bisector right here? Highlight that so that you note that. What equation can I create to find y? Set up a proportion. What's it going to be? 14 over 30 equals, is it really that easy? Yes. The angle bisector makes it so the two sides are proportional. And so now I can cross multiply and I get 30y equals, what is 14 times 15? It's 210. Some of y'all's calculators don't work because of the lights. You can just look up at me. So what do I do next to get y by itself? Divide by 30. And what is my answer? Y equals 7. And we're done. What questions can I answer? I want you to set up the next one right here. Just set it up. You don't have to solve it. Set it up, please. All right, when you set this up, what did you get? Equals y. Did everybody notice that was a 2.5, not a 25? All right, and what am I going to do here? Cross multiply, so I get 5y equals 2.5 times y plus 15. I'm going to distribute. And I know y'all all don't have a calculator, so 15 times 2.5 is 37.5. What do I do now? Move the y to the other side. And that's going to give me 2.5y equals 37.5. What do I do? And when I divide by 2.5, I get 15. And you can check to make sure it works by doing 15 plus 15 is 30. What's 30 divided by 5? What's 15 divided by 2.5? Do you get the same answer? What questions can I answer for you? Are we okay with that? All right, now, a corollary. A corollary to this is, what that means is like, It's the same exact concept, but the picture is a little different. If 3 or more parallel lines intersect two transversals, then the segments intercepted on the transversal are proportional. So it's kind of the same concept here. If this is cut by parallel lines, then 5 over 3 is proportional to y over x. As well as 3 over 4 is proportional to x over 8. So parallel lines also creates proportional sides. So look at your example 4. What would be my equation for this example? $15 divided by 25 equals 9 divided by y. That is perfect. But that is not the only answer. Jason? Oh, yeah, you're right. Just ignore that. Could I have set this up differently? You could have even done 9 over 15 is y over 25. You could just draw it right here like that. And then you could also flip both of these and it would work. Okay? What do I do to find y? Cross multiply. 15y equals 25 times 9 is 225. Does anybody know 225 divided by 15? It's just 15. Are we okay with this? Everybody good? All right, turn your paper over when you're done writing. Go back to the front. I don't see anybody else writing, so I'm going to flip. All right, the other theorem that we are going to use is the side splitter theorem. Everybody box this and star it. Side splitter theorem, in my opinion, is a shortcut. Side splitter theorem is a shortcut. You are only going to use side splitter theorem if you have nested triangles. What are nested triangles? A triangle inside of a triangle. Remember we did that yesterday? And what side splitter theorem says that if a line is parallel, can everybody add the parallel sign right here? If a line is parallel to one side of the triangle and intersects the two sides, then it divides those sides proportionally. What that means is this right here divides with this right here. Now, T over A divided by AB is the same thing as T over B. Sorry, that was AR. T over A divided by AR is the same equal to T over B divided by BS. So side splitter, you can split the sides and they're proportional. Now, this is not a mid-segment. These two things will not be the same. They could be, but they're not necessarily. Okay, so I don't want you to think that. These are not mid-segments. So, let's look at this example. Example 1, this should be A. I can just, do you agree I have parallel lines right here? I can just split the sides and set up my proportion. What am I going to get? Perfect. 6 over 10 equals x over 11. Write it down, please. And then can't you just solve for x? 10 times x equals, what's 6 times 11? When I divide by 10, what is that going to give me? 6.6. What questions do I have? Okay. Side splitter theorem makes it very easy. However, it also complicates things because it does not work for the base. Which means you cannot do 6 over 5 equals 10 over y. You can't split up the side for the base. Yes. Okay. Oh. Oh, like could you leave this 33 over 5? Sure. You're going to have to look at your home, look at the Desmos. It'll tell you whether to give me a decimal or a fraction. Okay? Alright, so look up. I cannot split the side for the base. So I cannot do 6 over 5 equals 10 over y. I am going to have to split up the base by small and big. So can y'all please watch what I'm about to do? I'm going to say 6 over 5. Do y'all agree that's the little triangle? Equals, what is the big triangle for my base? No, the big triangle. 16 over y. Do you see how you might get that wrong if you try to do side splitter and you might do 10 over y? Make sure for the base you are doing the little triangle equals the big triangle. And then cross multiply and divide. That's going to give me 6y equals, do y'all know what 16 times 5 is? 80. Oh, that's supposed to be y. And then if I divide by 6, that one gives me a repeating decimal, so I definitely don't want to write the decimal. I want to write the fraction. Xavier, write it down. Sharon, you with me back there? Mm-hmm. Okay. What questions do I have? Look at example B. Am I giving you the sides or the base? I am giving you the base. Don't y'all agree it's turned? It's turned. These sides are parallel because of corresponding angles. Do y'all agree that's corresponding angles right there? So because I'm giving you the base, I cannot do side splitter. So what am I going to have to do? The small with the small. So I'm going to do 10 over x equals, what is the big with the big? 21 over what? Not 11x. 11 plus x. Does everybody see why that is 11 plus x? Add those together, not multiply. What questions do I have? Alright, cross multiply and I get 21x. What do we get for x? Okay. Do I have any questions? No? All right, last but not least, example 2. Example 2, to me, proves that we cannot always use side splitter. Do y'all agree this looks like an isosceles triangle? Is it an isosceles triangle? No. What is this right side? What is this left side? Is it isosceles? No. So a lot of people last period kept telling me, well, Miss Olivares, if that's 4, this is 4. Pick your heads up. Look up. They said if that's 4, this is 4. That's not true. Because this whole thing is 14, that whole thing is 21. All right? So what I'm going to tell you to do y'all agree these are nested triangles? I am going to tell you, draw 2 different triangles. So I'm going to draw the big triangle right here. So that's S and K. I know that side is 21 and that side's 14. And then I'm going to draw the little triangle. That is EAK. And I know that side's 6 and that side's 10. Now that you see this as 2 different triangles, can you see how to set up a proportion here? What do I know about my orange triangle? I have 14 and I have, no, big triangle, 21. What do I know about the little triangle? I have 14, I have 21. What about my little triangle? I have 10 and I have, you can put X, you can put KA, you can put whatever you want. I'm going to put KA. Does that make sense how I set that up? So, side splitter is great as a shortcut, but you can always go back to separating them. Side splitter only works sometimes, separating works every single time. Alright, if I cross multiply, I get 14KA equals 210. 210 divided by 14 is 15. Yeah, I wrote really tiny, sorry. All right, what else do I need to find? Oh, look. I found KA. KA is 15. What do I know? I know the whole thing is 21, so can I find this NA right here? 21 minus 15 is 6. NA is 6. I know the whole thing is 21. I know that KA is 15. So we found NA. How do I find SN? Yeah, well, no. Say that again. What do I know? What do I know about my big triangle? Do I know SN? No, but what do I know? I'll get to that in a second. What do I know about my big triangle? Choose one of them. It doesn't matter. You can choose 21, you can choose 14. I heard 2 people say 21, so I'm going to do 21. What do I know about my little triangle? If I did SN in 21, what am I going to have to do for my little triangle? 6 over 15. SN 21, 6 over 15. And then cross multiply. 15 SN equals, what is 21 times 6? 126. And divide that by 15, and I get 8.4. Alright, I don't think we've glued in this week at all. So what I would like you to now do is spend some time organizing your notebooks. Again, there may come a time where you get to use your notebook, and if you have no papers and nothing organized, you're going to spend more time looking through papers than you are finding information. So my advice is to glue in. And then when you're done gluing in, you have an assignment in Schoology due tomorrow by the end of class. Everybody needs to start it today. So go into Schoology worksheet 8. Whoa. Schoology worksheet 8.